Hey everyone, it's Ms. Spencer. Today we'll be reviewing metric conversions. Today's objective is students will be able to convert between metric measurements involving whole numbers and relate the metric system to the place value system. Here we have a place value chart. In the center is the ones place. In the center of our metric system are units. There are three units we focus on. They are meters, grams, and liters. Anything bigger than our units would be deca, hecto, and kilo. These are our prefixes. We add them to the front of the unit. So if we're measuring distance, we might use kilometers. If we're measuring mass, we might use kilograms. And if we're measuring liquid capacity, we might use kiloliters. Anything smaller than the unit would go to the right, deci, centi, and milli. Once again, these are our prefixes. They go in front of the unit name. So we may have millimeters, milligrams, or milliliters. We can use this mnemonic device to help us remember the order of the metric system. The K in king helps us remember the K in kilo. The H in Henry helps us remember the H in hecto. The D in die helps us remember the D in deca. The U in unusually helps us remember the U in units. The D in drinking helps us remember the D in deci. The C in chocolate helps us remember the C in centi. And the M in milk helps us remember the M in milli. When going to the left, just like the place value system, the digit or the unit to the left is 10 times greater. So the tens place is 10 times bigger than the ones place, and deca is 10 times bigger than units. Hecto is 10 times bigger than deca, and kilo is 10 times bigger than hecto. So if we were comparing kilometers to meters, we can see we've moved over three places. That's 10 times 10 times 10, which equals 1,000. So kilometers is 1,000 times larger than meters. This goes the other way as well. Ones place is 10 times bigger than tens place, so units is 10 times bigger than deci. Deci is 10 times bigger than centi. Centi is 10 times bigger than milli. So if we were comparing millimeters to meters, we can see that we moved over three places. That's 10 times 10 times 10. That means that meters is 1,000 times larger than millimeters. Let's compare the sizes. Millimeters is about the tip of the pencil. Centimeters is about the width of your fingernail. The width is going side to side. A guitar is about 1 meter long, and 1 kilometer is a little over half of a mile. So you may either run or might use a car to measure a kilometer. These are the four units that we focus on when comparing the metric system. When a unit is smaller, you need more of that unit, so you multiply. Here we have 1 centimeter. We want to see how many millimeters make up that same centimeter. We can use our metric system at the top to help us. We're starting in centimeters and we're going to millimeters. So millimeters is smaller, we know we're multiplying. We're moving one place, which is why we're multiplying times 10. 1 centimeter times 10 is 10 millimeters. When a unit is bigger, you need less of that unit, so you divide. Here we have 10 millimeters, and we want to see how many centimeters makes up the same distance. We're starting with meters, and we're ending with centimeters. So at the top, we can see that we're going from millimeters, which is smaller, to centimeters, which is bigger. We don't need as many, so we're going to be dividing. We're only moving over one place, so we know we're dividing by 10. 10 millimeters divided by 10 is 1 centimeter. Let's use a table to convert measurements. Here we have 6 kilograms, and we want to convert that to grams. We can use our mnemonic device to help us remember the order of the metric system. King, Henry, died, unusually, drinking, chocolate, milk. Now let's create the table. At the start of the table is kilograms because that's the unit we're starting with. At the end of the table is grams because that's our ending unit. Kilograms can be represented by the K, so we're going to underline the K, and grams can be represented by the U for units, so we're going to underline the U. Think, we are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so we need more grams to make up the same weight. So we are going to be multiplying. Now we can see how many times we're moving over to figure out what we're multiplying by. Starting at the K, because we're starting with kilograms, we're moving over 1, 2, 3 places. That's 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. So we need 1,000 grams to make up each kilogram. Now we can start entering those kilograms into our table. If we have 1 kilogram, we can multiply 1 kilogram times 1,000 to get 1,000 grams. 2 kilograms times 1,000 is 2,000 grams. And 6 kilograms times 1,000 is 6,000 grams. So 6 kilograms equals 6,000 grams. Now we have 6 grams and we want to rewrite this as kilograms. King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. Let's use our table. This time, grams is at the beginning of our table because that's the unit we're starting with. Kilograms is the end of the table because that's our ending unit. Think, we are going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. So we don't need as many kilograms to make up the same weight, so we're going to be dividing. Starting at the U, because we're starting with grams, we're going to go to the left until we get to kilograms. We need to move over 1, 2, 3 times. So we can see that 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So to get from grams to kilograms, we're going to be dividing by 1,000. Now let's enter those numbers into the table. 1 gram divided by 1,000 is 1,000th kilogram. 2 grams divided by 1,000 is 2,000th kilograms. And 6 grams divided by 1,000 is 6,000th kilograms. So 6 grams equals 6,000th kilograms. Now we have 8 centimeters, and we want to rewrite this as millimeters. King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. Let's use our table. We're starting with centimeters because that's our starting unit, and millimeters is at the end of the table because that's our ending unit. So here, we're starting with the C and ending with the M. We're going to be moving over one place. Think, we are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So we need more millimeters. So we need to be multiplying to make up the same distance. We're moving over one place, so we're going to be multiplying by 10. 1 centimeter times 10 is 10 millimeters. 2 centimeters times 10 is 20 millimeters. And 8 centimeters times 10 is 80 millimeters. So 8 centimeters is the same as 80 millimeters. Now we have 8 millimeters and we want to rewrite that as centimeters. King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. Here's our table. Millimeters is at the start because that's our starting unit, and centimeters is at the end of the table because that's our ending unit. We're going to underline the M and then underline the C. We can see we're moving over one place. Think, we are going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, so we don't need as many centimeters to make up the same distance. We are going to be dividing. Here, we're moving over one place to the left, so we're dividing by 10. 1 millimeter divided by 10 is 1/10 centimeter. 2 millimeters divided by 10 is 2/10 centimeters. And 8 millimeters divided by 10 is 8/10 centimeters. So 8 millimeters is the same as 8/10 centimeters. Now let's convert from liters to centiliters. King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. Let's use our table. We're starting with liters because that's our starting unit and ending in centiliters because that's our ending unit. We'll underline the U for liters and the C for centiliters. Think, we're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so we need more centiliters to make up the same liquid capacity. So we're going to be multiplying. We're moving over two places, so 10 times 10 is 100. Now let's use our numbers to put in the table. 1 liter times 100 is 100 centiliters. 2 liters times 100 is 200 centiliters. 5 liters times 100 is 500 centiliters. So 5 liters is the same as 500 centiliters. All right, last one. We're going to be going from 5 centiliters to liters. King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. Let's use our table. Centiliters because that's our starting unit, and ending liters because that's our ending unit. We're going to underline the C for centiliters and the U for liters because U stands for units. Think, we are going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, so we don't need as many liters to make up the same liquid capacity, so we're going to be dividing. We're moving over two places, so 10 times 10 is 100. We're going to be dividing by 100 each time. 1 centiliter divided by 100 is 100 liters. 2 centiliters divided by 100 is 200 liters. And 5 centiliters divided by 100 is 500 liters. So 5 centiliters equals 500 liters.